This is a review of the G923 Logitech Racing game wheel and the driving force shifter. Um, I'm upgrading from a Logitech Momo racing wheel from 2005, I think it was. And I got the Logitech Momo working with Dirt 5 through Steam settings. But I wanted to try this one out and see if it offered any kind of, because it wasn't a fully compatible wheel. So I know this one was compatible with Dirt 5 and it's going to be future proof for a while. So I don't know how long they're going to support the Momo racing wheel. So I got this, and it is. When I first got it, I was not too comfortable with it coming from the Momo, because it's harder to get used to at first compared to the Momo. The Momo is much easier to use for a beginner, but this one just feels so much better when I got used to it. I actually compared the two today, and this one just feels more like you're driving a real car or a real truck. And the quality of the materials is very nice. These are all metal. I think they're metal. Yeah, they're metal. Pedals. There's plastic base. The brake is kind of hard to push down. It's got a lot more resistance than the gas and the clutch. I think they did that new for the 923 compared to the 920, because people were asking for that. But if you have an office chair and it has wheels, you might find yourself, when you push the brake, you might find yourself sliding backwards. So just take note of that. What I did is I took off the wheels and I bought these little stationary pads for coasters for my office chair. Just to do a quick review, it's got some new features that the other one doesn't have. This is dual clutch. I'm not too familiar with how to use it yet. It has instructions on how to use it, but supposedly that gives you more traction when you first get going, starting off the line in a racing sim. This is a dial. It has like a bunch of different settings on here. I'm not quite sure what this is for. You've got your start, your menu, your right back, your left back, your paddle shifters here on the back. These are metal as well. The quality of this wheel is very nice to the touch. It just feels like high quality, and when you first start using it, you might be like, oh well, it's not that big a deal, but once you start really using it a lot, you really start to appreciate how good quality of a wheel it is. Now the noise, when I first started using it, because I didn't have all my settings set up right in my games, I heard a lot of clanking and noises coming from it. I got mine renewed. I didn't get it brand new, so I got about $100 off from Amazon. So I saved about $100 on this, but it works just like new. It actually came with a little sticker that was covering this to protect it from fingerprints. So it was like probably somebody opened it up and just wasn't used to it, so they returned it open box. But it works good. Once I get everything set up, the force feedback was very good. It was more realistic. Some people say that you hear like a whining noise when you turn the wheel, like because you can hear the gears inside because it uses gears to instead of a belt for the wheel rotation and force feedback. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, it's for games. It's not a real driving. It's not real life. It's just for a simulator, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But it was very good. This right here is what made it so much funner to me. This is the driving force shifter from Logitech. It's got great reviews online. It's also very good quality, in my opinion at least. You can get it for $55 on Amazon. It doesn't come with it, but you can pick this up separately. And the feel of shifting in manual is just so much more immersion in the game, because it feels like you have more control over what's going on, and it just makes the game more fun. It makes it more challenging, and it just puts you in more control of the car or truck. I've been playing American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2. I got both of those for $5 on Steam. Both of them work great with the shifter and the steering wheel. Dirt 5 works great. It also works great on my Xbox Series X and Series S. Both of them support it. So the True Force is the new feature, one of the new features on this wheel. It's nice. It gives you more more feedback than without True Force. Like when you're driving on the road, you actually feel like you feel the traction in the tires more than you would without it. When you're making turns, you feel like the road is or the tires are gripping the road more than you would without it. That's what I noticed, at least. Dirt 2.0, Dirt Rally 2.0 supports True Force. A number of games support it now. But who knows whether the feature will be implemented in a lot of future games. But it's a nice feature. I like it better with True Force, but I don't know. I would rather have it than not have it, put it that way. So if you're thinking about, and I also I haven't had the G923, but I've heard that this responds better to input than the G920. So I don't have that to compare to, but this one is just very pleasant to drive with. I've tried it in Forza Horizon 4. Assetto Corsa or something like that. I tried in that. Project Cars 2. Project Cars 2 I'm just not good at. I don't really like the game very much. It's very, very difficult to play, in my opinion. But I play better with this than with the controller and with my other racing wheel. So I actually can finish laps with this thing. And then Project Cars 3 it works with. So it's a you can look online what games it works with. Here's the shifter to go in. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gears, and then you have to push down and pull down for a reverse gear. So that's why it's like that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the reverse gear. So here's the sound of the wheel when you're turning it. So it's not that big of a deal. I would have to say that now when it's doing force feedback, you are going to hear it. It's fairly loud, and you'll feel it too in the wheel. So if you have kids, I wouldn't play it at night unless you're in 2 rooms away or something with the door closed. Yeah, that's one thing about it. It does get fairly loud with force feedback. I'll show you. I'll show you a demonstration of how the force feedback sounds. So I'm loading up a game right now. So this is Forza 4. Now Forza 4 is one of the loudest games I've heard, so that's why I'm showing you this. One thing to note with the Xbox Series X, for some reason with this wheel, it'll make the game blink if you do quick resume. So you need to quit the game completely in your Xbox and whenever you restart it, to get it to not blink anymore. Just quit the game. Just go to the Xbox menu or go to the home screen and just push the start key and then quit the game, and then that's what you need to do when you exit Forza in the Xbox Series X. It doesn't seem to do it in the S version. So here is Forza 4. You can hold on. This is what it does when you plug it in. I had the force feedback turned off, so this is what it sounds like. So it gets pretty loud, but I'm on gravel right now. So you can feel it. So it gets. See, on the road there isn't really any sound, but when you go on the ground, it starts to vibrate and move. So if you don't mind the sound, this is a good wheel to pick up. But I don't mind the sounds at all. I'm used to it now. When I first got it, I was kind of put off by it, but now I just feel like it's going over gravel, and I kind of like the only thing I don't like is if somebody's in the house trying to sleep, I don't want this to wake them up. So that's the only thing. But yeah. So that's my review. That's Forza Horizon 4. It works with this. You can adjust the force feedback settings and everything else if you want to. There's also other games that you can play. So that actually support True Force. Maybe I can do another video on Dirt 2.0 with True Force. So that's the Logitech G923 and the driving force shifter. I didn't use the shifter in this game, but I think you can. I don't know about Horizon. But Dirt 2.0, Dirt Rally 2.0 you can, and a bunch of other games you can. So anyways, that's the review. Have a good one. Bye.